Hello friends, you are listening Mr. Ramesh Chandra, did BTech from IIT Kanpur and taking lecture on Introduction to Trigonometry. I have made this video by considering NTSC exam and class 10th standard board, that is CBSE, ICSE and others, plus the IIT foundation courses that the student has taken in some coaching institute. So let's start with history part. ट्रिग्नोमेट्री के हिस्ट्री के बारे में जानते हैं हम लोग. The term trigonometry was derived from Greek word trigonon, and that is triangle, and metron, that is measure. इनिशियल में जो ट्रिग्नोमेट्री स्टार्ट हुआ वो ट्रायंगुलर मेजरमेंट के लिए स्टार्ट किया गया. In early trigonometry, the ancient Egyptian Babylonian, that was an astronomer, used trigonometry to measure side of triangle and kept record on rising and setting of stars, the motion of planets. The shadow cast from a shadow stick was used to observe the motion of sun and thus to tell time. Today we call this instrument a xenomon. The name Genamon comes from the Greek and refer to any L-shaped instruments, originally used to draw a right angle triangle. Here is the picture of Genamon. You can say this is L shape, and if you think of it, if we make a semicircle, you can say semicircle here, and this is the diameter of this semicircle, and this will make 90-degree angle at here. So this is a right angle triangle. And any L-shaped instrument called Genamon at that time. You can see this is another picture of sundial. Here you can see a right angle triangle, you can see, and the shadow that astronomer used to calculate time. Now what is sundial? A time and direction measuring instrument when it was assumed that Earth is stationary. At early stage, we all know about that Earth is stationary and we don't know about the motion of Earth. Later on, we got a fact that Earth travel around the Sun in an elliptic orbit, that the Earth axis is tilted at about 23.4 degree, and this fact was the unknown. शुरुआत में तो हमें 26 डिग्री पता था. Later on, research I do work and we got this 23.4 degree. As you can see here, this is the Earth axis and it is rotating in this direction, and this is the angle that Earth tilted. Now let's move on application of trigonometry. The first application that we have here, you can see a person is watching this star, and there is a horizon and it is making some angle. Here we have another example, that is propeller is running in this direction and there is a wind. So with respect to ground, you will see the airplane will move in this direction. Here is another example. You can see there's the shadow of a home that you can measure the distance using trigonometry. There is one more case, the Saturn, Earth and the Sun, and it is making a triangle ABC, as you can see here, ABC, and we used to find the distance between these planets. Here is another case. You can see that this is a real picture to find the height of this hill. and we make a right angle triangle as shown here. This making angle 30 degree, and after walking 1500 foot toward the cliff you can get 35 degree. So this is comes under height and distance, and it's also an application of trigonometry. Let's have all five figures here. You can see these are the cases where we can use trigonometry, and even more you can see. This is Jantar Mantar at New Delhi, the real example of Janamon. The Jantar Mantar is an equinoctial sundial consisting of gigantic triangular Janamon with the hypotenuse parallel to Earth axis. On other side of the Janamon is a quadrant of a circle. Here you can see parallel to the plane of equator. The instrument is intended to measure the time of day correct to half a second declination of the sun and the other heavenly body. As you can see, there is a slope, and this slope is along the axis of Earth. Let's have another example. Here you can see a person is making waves, sinusoidal or cosine waves. The real example of wave is tsunami. As you can see, there is some fact about the tsunami. The world's biggest quake in 40 years unleashed wall of the water that devastated coastline around the Indian Ocean. First, what happened? The undersea quake displaced vast amount of water in a sudden jolt. That's due to that it create a wave, and due to which huge shallow wave rush through the ocean at up to 480 mile per hour. You can see this is the formation of wave. Let's have some video of tsunami. So here is another video. Let's move on the wave formation and see how waves are making. You can see there are three waves that we are making here. One is for circle, and second one is for a square wave in yellow in color, and there is hexagonal waves. You can see these are plotting wave plotter. It is. You can watch it again. You can see the wave is propagating here. So there are so many examples in real life of trigonometry. If you look at it, then you will definitely find another as well. The topic is important for following exams. First is IIT JEE Main and Advanced. You will face this exam at class 12th, that is prestigious exam of India, and around 16 to 17 lakh students appear in this exam. Second one is National Defense Administrative exam, that this happened twice in a year. And third one is the board exam you will face, in which you will face this chapter in class 10th, in class 11th. The topic is also used in CAT and MBA exam, SCRA exam, banking exam, and in other competitive exams. And let's move on the trigonometric part. The basic unit, that is angle. Angle word is came from the word angulus, and its meaning is corner. What is its definition? An angle is a figure formed by two ray or line segments. Let's have a look here. As you can see, we have two ray, or you can see these are two line segments. It's better to have ray since it has a starting point and no end point. And we call this point as vertex O, call this O, and mark these 2 points as A and B. So we have two ray, OA and OB. Now question is, which one is angle and how to measure angle? Whether this is an angle or this one is an angle. As the moment you can have both as angle. What which one should we should prefer is the important question. As you can see here, the sum of these two angles, that is theta plus beta, is equal to 360 degree. Now there is a sign convention to measure angle between two rays. Here is coordinate axis, x-axis and y-axis. We have Cartesian coordinate system. So sign convention is, first fix one ray, that is OA, along x-axis. OA, that I have made this ray. And second one is rotate second ray OB in anti-clockwise sense, and this angle is known as positive angle. We have another ray OB, as you can see. So this angle theta is said to be a positive angle since we are measuring with fixed axis as fixed ray as OA. And third one, if ray OB rotate in clockwise sense, then this angle is known as negative angle. Let's have another diagram, that is x-axis, y-axis again, and a fixed ray OA, and we have another ray OB. Now at this time we have rotated in this way. You can see this is the angle theta, and this angle theta is negative. Again we have beta. Beta is measured in this direction, so beta will be a positive angle, and this theta is measured in clockwise direction, so this is a negative angle. Here we can have a note, theta is negative angle in this case and beta is a positive angle. Let's have both diagrams simultaneously. So this is theta positive, as you can see this is in anti-clockwise direction, and here we have in clockwise direction. So you can compare these two angles. This is considered to be positive and this is negative. You can buy full trigonometry videos lectures at www.mathsarc.com. Thanks.